I got into UC San Diego, UC Santa Barbara, Irvine. I think what I got into Merced. Yeah, those are pretty good schools. So
Yeah. How'd you do
um,
it? What did you have to do to get there?
I think it was all about the motivation that I had right after high school. I made everything about really making sure that I'm the best at this certain major because I know that once I transfer, how other people are going to be the best at that major. And so I was very in competition with myself.
Mm.
I tried to always do the most. I did honors courses. I did several honors contracts, which is basically like you do like mini research within a course. And I did that with my major courses. So I think that really helped a lot and showed a lot of dedication towards my major, especially since UCs are very research based. And that's what I really want to do at UCLA too, which is exciting. Study wise, definitely be organized. It's so essential, at least to me, because I need my planner 24/7. Like I write everything down on there. I write down like even the smallest things. Make sure to write down breaks too, because that's important. Like 30-minute breaks and then keep on going, either if it's a class or like I was super involved in my community as well. So like right after I had a student senate meeting, I had class, and then after class I went to the library, basically jotted everything down into my planner, and I made sure that I didn't miss anything that I needed to do. I really tried to reflect everything that I had to do that week or that day, any big responsibilities that needed to be done. I've also done like this method of you draw four square, like you put in things that you have to get done that's necessary, and then things that do have to get done but not as um, necessary at that time, and then like you put distractions on the other two squares or something, and that really helps. I forgot that name of the method, but I'm sure Ms. Vasquez probably knows. I don't know. But definitely tried doing different methods of studying. I've also found that the Pomodoro method helps, which is basically like you study 25 minutes straight and then you get a break and then you do another 25 or 30 minutes
Mm-hmm.
of reading or whatever you have to do at that time. So that really helped me. Honestly, like note taking, I always come back to Cornell notes. I don't know why, but I always
Woohoo!
come
Oh,
back to
sorry.
them. They help a lot. I think it's the most organized notes that I have in my journals. Definitely for my psych classes as well. I think with math, it could be a little bit more difficult to do Cornell notes, in my opinion. I think that's just like how my brain works. Like with math, it has to be all like different than Cornell notes, basically. And so definitely try to find your method and what works for you as fast as possible, because if you keep on procrastinating, it's not going to do well with you or like how you're going to do in your classes. Also, just keep in mind like what you want to do and what are your goals, and what will you get out of this class basically, and what will make you become even more motivated to go above and beyond in all of your classes and everything that you do in that year. That's what helped me.
Wow. Oh, great. Thank you.
Well, to be honest, like my first year was a bit of a struggle. Everything last minute. I mean, it's obviously you live and you learn, and you learn you could do that for so long because it takes a toll on you. Like I think mental health is definitely like very important, like my mental health and just my physical health as well, because I was just tired all the time. And because last quarter is probably one of my best quarters. uh it's like you have like the way I try to plan my schedule was now I wanted to have dinner with my friends and like go to the gym and like do all these other things.
Sure.
But and I thought to myself like, oh wait, so if I want to do that, like I have to make sure I put in the studying and like the review of my lecture notes, and okay, if you have classes from, like for me, I would go to the library, study with a eat, and then by 6, 7, Carolyn was saying, and I think Andrea said too, like, procrastination is not something like you want to keep doing, because I think it's not really like I say, like, of course you're gonna meet people who stay up till 5, 6, but how can you like avoid that for yourself, uh and implement more like healthier uh lifestyle while you're in college? And I think it took me a while to notice that too, but like, for like my major, like they were tough classes, and there were times where, like, I just wanted to like give up, because they're intense, and my days were just so long because of the labs and stuff. But you kind of just have to push yourself and surround yourself with people who are like gonna push you and support you, and just like learning to the little things, like, writing down in a planner like what you have to do, and like what's due this day and what's due the next day, but also reminding yourself, like, self-care is very important, because like it's when you're in college, you almost realize that like you need at least minimum like 6, 7 hours of sleep, no less than that, in order to like be able to study properly and focus. So I think definitely, like, plan. I think that's what my struggle was personally, was being more organized and planning my stuff out. But once I started doing that, like my fall quarter and my winter quarter this year, it was more. I came out more successful doing that, and learning to like uh really push yourself to, like, to study, like you. I personally think you shouldn't really study like in your dorm, because I feel like that's, you tend to kind of just get distracted. But try to like go to the fifth floor of the quiet of of like a library and study there, like where you're kind of just shut off from everyone else, and you can just put in the time and focus on your schoolwork. And then after you're done, you can reward yourself with like having dinner with friends or going to a club meeting, and just doing those things. But sure. I think the biggest thing is just learning from day one. Just start planning out like what you have due, and to stick yourself to that schedule, or else you're gonna fall behind. 'Cause I felt that a lot. Like I fall behind a lot in a couple classes, and it resulted in like a lot of sessions, making out, like doing a whole bunch of work, weeks, like days worth of work before a midterm. Obviously the result isn't too great, but like I mentioned, you live and you learn. But I strongly recommend to like do like, follow, uh, to really like train yourself to like to follow a schedule, and like, put in the work.
Like doing online college. Like,
Oof.
oof.
Hard.
Yeah. Honestly,
Yeah.
for me, like, it's really like the way that I learn is like, especially in classes that like are a lot about like, I would say mostly like history, or classes that involve a lot of like reading or lectures. Like for me, it's all about being in class and being able to take notes and like listen directly from the like professor. So when it's just like, here's a bunch of online readings that you have to do and take this quiz, like I just don't learn well that way, and it's really easy for me to put it off. Like I'm definitely a big procrastinator, which is something that I've been very, very hard trying to work at. So for me, it hasn't been great, and we're going online again for a fall semester for Chico and all the CSUs apparently.
Yeah, for me, it's been definitely a ride, because I do not like online classes. I took my first online class last semester, and I struggled so much because I always put it off. I always forgot about it. So it was definitely a struggle, and it still is a struggle right now. I just like having the actual presence of the material in front of me, and learning like on the board, and like able to participate in class. And honestly, like I'm pretty worried about how I'm gonna take
or how I'm gonna adjust to the quarter system online, and like getting to know different things now that I'm transferring to a new school, but I'm still at home. So that's gonna be definitely a challenge for me, I see. And I think the best thing that I'm doing right now, honestly, is just like trying to put everything in my planner, like I said, and be organized, even though it's so hard because I get so distracted. Like I'm with my family 24/7, and like sometimes my mom wants me to do these things, and like I have to do it because she's my mom, you know? And so I can't study like how I want to or how I would once I'm home, once I'm at the actual school.
I feel like that's what I'm missing most is just like structure.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so that'll be our goal.
Yeah,
Having to create that.
it was definitely like really hard and a hard adjustment, but I mean, halfway through the quarter, I'm kind of motivated.
You got this.
But yeah, Carolyn, it's okay. Watch out for UCLA fall quarter because I'm pretty sure that's gonna be hard as heck.
Yeah. But we got it.
Have planner. We'll survive.
Yeah, it's like everything's planned in my planner, but I get so distracted too.
Well, you gotta have it in
being
front of
at
you.
home.
I mean, look at me. Like I got mine.
Yes.
She's organized.
I'm trying. It's like organized chaos sometimes, but I'm trying.
Oh
So
my
our
goodness.
life is organized.
All right. Well,
Wow.
thank you so much. I really appreciate this. This is a fantastic opportunity, and I really feel like I learned a lot, and I hope that our seniors did too. So thank you again.
Thank you for having
Thank
us, Ms.
you.
Vasquez.
I miss you guys, Oodles.
And good luck to the seniors.
Yes.
You got
Yeah.
this.
Uh,
All right.
Congrats.
keep working.
Yeah, congratulations. Oh my gosh.
Congratulations to a new transition, a new year, a good first year, good second year, new major. All right. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank
Talk to
you.
you soon. Bye-bye.
Good luck to everyone on your future endeavors. Keep working hard. Regardless of everything, just remember that all your hard work is recognized and and you know, we're like Ms. Vasquez's support. We're a support as well. You know, if you ever want to like talk to us, feel free to reach out.
Yes.
Yes.
Scholarships, y'all.
Right. We need
That's
to
not
find that money.
period.
Scholarships are so
Scholarships,
important.
grants.
Yes, we got to keep making sure we do that too. Thank you for that plug. I appreciate it.